Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tams and I create content that encourages a well-lived creative life. All this month, during the month of October, I have been trying to give you, my viewers, a video every day of the month. And on Wednesdays, what I have been doing is a tea chat video where I tell you how things are going with my Vlogtober challenge and I answer your questions. So how are things going with Vlogtober? We just have a few more days left in the month and we've been going strong. As I expected, the data is still showing. Anytime I share a video about my notebooks and journals and planners, those are the most popular. And as far as my garden, I had shared with you that I have one gardening video that did quite well for its first couple weeks, well in terms of what I am measuring. And I think that's because another thing that is happening, actually, when I look at not just the month of October, but I look at the entire year of the videos that I've been creating, my second best performing video is a video I did 8 years ago. So those of you that don't know, I did YouTube for years and then I took a break for several years because I just didn't have time to do this. And some of my videos that are 8 years old are doing well. And one of them is a moon garden video. People are still watching my moon garden video. So that is such a treat. And then the other one I did was how to alter tins, and people are still, that is the second most popular video this year, which is amazing to me. So anyway, let's get started with the questions. I have several questions this week from someone who follows me on Instagram and YouTube. Now, a lot of you that have left questions, you can see them in the comments, people can see who you are, but I have had one viewer who sends me on the regular a direct message on Instagram and sends me a ton of encouragement and tons of good questions. So I want to do a little shout out to Rachel in Canada, and I'm going to link her Instagram channel below because her images and her wording on Instagram are just beautiful. So please be sure to check her out. And she is the reason we are doing tea chats because she is the one that suggested I bring tea chats back. She's been watching me for a long time. So thank you, Rachel, for all of this that you have been helping me with. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's get to the questions. Again, I have notes, so I will be referring to them. Please bear with me. Question number 1, how has Vlogtober found you? How are you feeling now that it's almost over? Well, to be honest, I am a little tired. Doing a video every day, which I knew I had already prepared for it, but if you are interested in doing something like this, you really need to get your processes in place. So I already knew how to film, edit, upload, produce, make thumbnails pretty quickly and just using my iPhone. But even after that, I pretty much had to dedicate on average, I would say 2 to 3 hours a day to make sure this happened. So those hours that would normally have been given to other things were dedicated to this challenge. Now, my house is a mess, so there will be a huge deep cleaning happening once this is over. And I'm a little bit of a mess. I need a pedicure like there's no tomorrow. But other than that, I'm really glad that I did this. I just have learned so much. It was so worth it. And that leads me to question number 2. What did you learn about yourself and or social media from doing Vlogtober? Well, as far as myself, I confirmed some things that I sort of already knew about myself, but it's nice to confirm those things after you have a lot of data and some feedback from people. So one of those things was I really confirmed my strengths that I had been told that I have, that I knew that I had, and just kind of brought all those together. And as far as social media, well, YouTube in particular, you know, Rachel's in marketing too, so I'm pretty sure she wanted to ask this because of the marketing point of view that I also have. So everyone in the world right now has an opinion on how the algorithms work, AI works, how to grow your YouTube channel. Everyone has a theory. And I myself have some theories after spending the last 10 years working behind the scenes in the paid media world. So when I was making these videos for you, I ranged anywhere from 5 minutes to a little over 15 minutes. I did a lot of different things, and I really enjoy dissecting the data. One of the things I used to be in charge of when I worked in an agency was all the data slicing and dicing and analytics for any type of platform in which paid media was being put on. So I love analytics and I love data. But I can tell you, I'm not 100% sure how it's all working right now. I was able to test some theories that did work. I was able to test some things where it doesn't seem like it even mattered. So I've learned about that. And I think the number one thing that is best for me to share with you, if anyone is thinking about maybe creating a YouTube channel, is just get out there, get some videos out there, get it going, and start looking at your data. So the 3 things that I go by are: create the kind of content that you want to see. That's a main passion behind why I make these videos. And then listen to your audience. So listen to them via the data and in the feedback that you get. And then make your changes accordingly. Okay, question number 3. What am I looking forward to in November? Well, I'm looking very much forward to the holiday season. I consider the holiday season Halloween night to New Year's Day. And I love that time of the year because I get to see my family. I'm looking forward to spending time with my family. The other thing that I look forward to in November, if you don't know, I am in Central Florida, Garden Zone 10A, and November is when I get so excited about gardening because I start planting. Now, I just spent October prepping some things, prepping beds, cleaning up beds, and starting in November, I will start planting some things. So I am very excited about my gardening adventures from November until the end of May. November is also when I order my new planner for the new year. And I think I shared with you guys that I'm going to continue on with the Hobonichi Techo Cousin in 2026. But I plan to share with you a video on what types of questions I ask myself and what I think about when it's time to choose a new planner. So be on the lookout for that. I also got a question about something I mentioned when I talked about my planning process and goal setting. And one of the things I talked about was reflections and how I do a weekly reflection, a monthly reflection, and then I do an annual reflection. And I sort of like write a letter to myself. So at the end of 2024, I looked back over all of 2024 and I captured everything that I learned from the year, and I kind of wrote a letter to myself. And someone asked what subjects are included in my letter to myself. Well, they're the same subjects that I mentioned when I'm talking about my goals and setting any goals. And the most important, let's call it wellness. So in terms of wellness, that is spirituality, mental health, and physical health. Those are number 1. And then next would be my family, followed by my community, and then my work. And I can elaborate more on how I came to those categories. If anyone is interested, please let me know below, and I'll be happy to share the process that I use and maybe share a little bit of goal setting with you. I wouldn't share all my goals with you, but maybe give you some examples on how I think about goal setting. And lastly, I got a question about my 2 beagles, Jasmine and Otis, and if they will be dressed up for Halloween. Well, We tried this last year and it was a fail. However, they do have these little things that go around their neck. So Jasmine has one that looks like bat wings, and if I can capture her on film, I will insert it in here so you can see. They tend to roll around and take them off. They don't like a lot of these things around their neck, so they'll have their little bat wings, and we'll see how long they stay on. That's it for today's tea chat. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.